China's latest supersonic unmanned reconnaissance aircraft is needle-free, flying faster than anti-aircraft missiles. In recent years, China's development in the field of strategic drones can be said to be the first in the world. With the continuous development of modern military technology, drones are becoming more and more important in the military field of the Air Force. Highly maneuverable drone capable of being autonomous and immune to climatic conditions, perform reconnaissance and combat missions in complex environments. It is of great significance for breaking through the sea blockade. At the 2019 military parade, China makes its first public appearance of a drone phalanx. Once the phalanx was unveiled, it caused a huge sensation from all walks of life at home and abroad. One of the most striking is a rather chic-looking needle scarless surveillance drone. The quality of this drone is a high-altitude, high-speed drone. After its appearance, it was called a new type of aircraft carrier killer by many military fans and friends. It has powerful combat performance. The most important thing is that it also has a high speed. It is said to be faster than the speed of missiles. The Needleless 8 reconnaissance drone is developed by the Aviation Industry Corporation of China Chengdu Aircraft Design and Research Institute, a supersonic stealth unmanned reconnaissance aircraft successfully developed. It is China's first large-scale supersonic stealth unmanned reconnaissance aircraft publicly available. It has a strong contribution to China's air and space forces. It has strong strategic significance. According to official data, Wuzhen 8 unmanned reconnaissance aircraft overall airport 11.5 meters. The length of one exhibition reaches 6.7 meters. During its supersonic flight, maximum flight speed of Mach 6, supersonic. It's pretty fast. At the same time, it is reported that it can fly at an altitude of up to 50 kilometers, far more than the current international strategic fighter jets. This altitude gives Wuzhenba the ability to conduct subspace reconnaissance, the ability to observe combat. Wuzhenba is very likely to be the first space drone developed by China, so it's not real. Already able to clean up the existence of volley aircraft, well known. The high-altitude area refers to the area below 20 kilometers. The area above 20 kilometers near space is called the subspace region. Currently, all fighter jets on Earth can only operate at high altitudes because the climate in the subspace region is very complex. Plus, the air is pretty thin. It is difficult to continue running the engine after it flies to Asia-Pacific. You have to take into account not only the oxygen supply of the aircraft, it also takes into account the safety of the pilots. Needle-free scarring is clearly the result of China's development to break through this problem. The drone is designed so that it doesn't have to carry too much equipment space, leave the engine to provide oxygen on the device. It doesn't require a pilot. There will be no pilot safety issues. Wuzhenba's flight altitude is located at an altitude of 50 kilometers. That is, the average fighter jet flies twice as high. The probability of being discovered during reconnaissance operations will be greatly reduced. The thick clouds near space are equivalent to a natural invisibility cloak. Greatly blocked the satellites of hostile countries have been detected by radar, makes Wuzhenba even more difficult to detect when conducting reconnaissance. Combat missions, especially radar technology, which is more commonly used in combat. At present, there is no radar in the world that can detect an altitude of 50 kilometers. In addition, the smooth stealth design adopted in the development of the needle-free scar itself and the high-tech stealth materials used makes the stealth performance more powerful. At the same time, there is no needle scar. Even if it is found in combat, it will not be easily attacked by the enemy. Destroy the country's fighter jets. As mentioned earlier, there are currently no international fighter jets that can reach the altitude near space. Limited combat radius. That is to say, the current international fighter jets cannot directly destroy the needle-free scar, so the only way to attack needleless scar is with missiles. It's also because of the altitude. Ordinary missiles may not be able to hit. Only more advanced interceptor missiles can be used, but Needle Scar's flying speed is extremely high. At the same time, the shape design adopts the same design as the Dongfeng 17 warhead. That's Chen Shuisen's ballistic design, a skimming flight trajectory in near space. It's very difficult to hit accurately. In addition, the environment near space is complex, and the stealth performance of needle-free scars. It is basically impossible to accurately strike needle-free scars. Needleless 8's powerful reconnaissance capabilities earned it the title of aircraft carrier killer. Due to its powerful flight altitude, the radar detection range of the equipment is relatively extensive. It has more advantages than ordinary high-altitude unmanned reconnaissance aircraft. Aircraft carriers serve as mobile platforms for large-scale operations at sea. Although large, but it's still tiny compared to the sea. Take the USS Ford. Its displacement has reached 100,000 tons, but in the eyes of the Satellite Exploration Prime Minister, it is still small and imperceptible. And if you use high-altitude reconnaissance aircraft for reconnaissance, easily shot down by it. Needle-free 8-wall flight, altitude coupled with extremely high stealth performance and supersonic flight speed, it can enable it to conduct all-round reconnaissance of aircraft. Carriers sailing at sea without dead ends. Once its precise location information is determined, cooperate with anti-ship missiles to precisely hit it. The strike can be said to be a fatal blow to the aircraft carrier. Wuzhen can conduct long-term reconnaissance, missions in extremely complex environments, provide more and more valuable intelligence information. Overall, improve China's combat judgment against hostile countries. Wuzhen is also capable of conducting precise strikes when necessary, increase strategic selectivity in combat. As a large supersonic unmanned reconnaissance aircraft, needle-free scars still have a lot of room for improvement in technology. At the same time, it has an absolute ability to compete for air supremacy in combat. In the face of the future, needle-free scars will continue to optimize their own design, further enhance its stealth and combat capabilities, improve needle-free safety and flight flexibility, expand the scope of its operations. Wuzhen not only shows China's great power in the drone field, it also means that China has become the world's leading player in the field of ultra-high-speed, unmanned reconnaissance aircraft. The appearance of the Wuzhen 8 unmanned reconnaissance aircraft is also an important symbol of China's military strength to the world. It is also of great significance to China's international status in the world. It also has a significant impact on the international military landscape. At the same time, it also greatly enhances the level of protection for China's national defense and security. Okay, that's the end of this video. What do you think about that? Welcome to leave a message in the comment area.